to start standing today. So, um, just finding your feet about hip width apart and starting to get settled um, as you stand. So, noticing them, if you can really ground through your feet. Notice if you can maybe just lift your toes and then drop them back down. And engage your legs. So you engage your legs by um, squeezing your thighs a little bit, lifting the kneecaps, but not locking the knees. And then just releasing the arms down, making a few circles with the wrists, closing the eyes, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. This time out through the mouth. And bringing the hands together at the heart center, lifting the sternum up towards the thumbs. And really pressing the palms together. And possibly setting an intention for your practice today. Something that you'd like to carry with you throughout the rest of the day. Balance, peace, creativity, clarity. Just finding a word that feels right. And taking a moment just to bow your head towards your hands. Maybe we can, you could say, today I am, and then fill in the word that you have chosen. So today I am peaceful. Today I am clear. And then just get a little bit of a balance in the knees. Inhale, arms up overhead. And then exhale, the hands down at the sides. Bend the knees, inhale back up. Exhale down. And up. And down. This time hold it up. Palms face towards one another. Drop the shoulders down. When you exhale, take the right hand behind you and the left hand forward, thumbs up. So arms at shoulder height. And look behind you over your right arm. Inhale, both arms back up. Same thing, opposite side. So you're twisting to the left, opening up. Now, arms and hands are at shoulder height, thumbs are up, and you're just twisting, looking behind you. Inhale back up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart center. And just pause. You got Vinny on the side there. He's going to town, the relaxation bed. And we're going to inhale, drop the arms to come up. And then exhale, we're going to bring it all the way down. Coming forward, pushing the hips out towards the back. And the hands can land on the mat or on blocks if you have them. Just bend the knees, release the head, the neck, and the shoulders. And maybe just shake your head no. Shake your head yes. And then if you'd like, you could walk your hands over to the left. Stay connected with your breath. Walk them over to the right. Coming back to center, we're going to go root to rise, so sweeping the arms all the way up. Fingertips touch at the top. Take the gaze up. Exhale, drop the right arm down at the side. Reach the left arm over. Take the gaze down at the right hand. A nice side bend, opening up the left side of the body. Inhale back up. Exhale, same thing on the other side. Left hand comes down, right arm reaches over to the left, gaze comes down to the mat, the fingertips, the toes. Inhale back up. Exhale down through the heart center. Releasing the hands, palms face out, Tadasana, mountain pose. Closing the eyes for a moment, tuning back in. Connecting your body and breath. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, the arms up again. Exhale, come forward. Release the head, the neck, the shoulders, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up to look. So if you don't have blocks, you can bring the palms to the shins and then lengthen from tail to crown. If you do have blocks, you can use the blocks to keep your fingertips on. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, roots arise, coming all the way up. Exhale, coming right back down. Inhale, halfway up to look. Exhale, release. Inhale, step the right foot back. Drop the right knee. So we want to make sure that the left knee and ankle are in line with one another. You could keep the right toes tucked under, or you could release the top of the right foot down. You can frame the foot and come up onto the fingertips, lifting the heart center. And then inhale, we're going to sweep the arms all the way up, coming into a low lunge. Slightly pull your left hip crease back. Make sure that your shoulders are away from the ears. Squeeze the legs in towards the midline. Maybe the gaze comes up if it works with the neck. Exhale, releasing the arms down. Keep the right hand planted either on the block or on the mat, and take the left arm all the way up towards the sky. You can take the gaze up also, and you're trying to create a straight line between the right and the left arm. Exhale, release the left hand down. And if you have blocks, you can walk them back with you. We're going to try to straighten into the front leg, coming up onto the heel. Now your front leg might not exactly straighten. It depends on your legs. Mine is bent. Yeah. So a runner's stretch, half splits. It's a really good hamstring stretch. And again, pulling the left hip crease back. And you want to really think about keeping the right knee and the right hip in line. Exhale, release the left foot down, back to the mat. Bring the blocks back down. Plant the hands, tuck the right toes under if they are not already. Lift the back knee and just a little rocking to and fro. And then step the left foot back to meet the right, coming into high plank. So you want to make sure that you're pushing your heels towards the back of the mat, that you have a nice flat back. The gaze is down between the hands. And if this is too much, you can always drop the knees. So just taking care of yourself here and doing what's right for your body. Nice big breaths in and out. I'm going to exhale into downward dog. So I'm going to walk my heels up and down, walking my dog. Bending one knee and straightening the other leg. Dropping my chest towards my thighs. And then finding a place of stillness. I Lengthen my arms. Reach my hips up towards the sky. Dropping my heels down towards the mat. And on your next inhale, take your gaze up towards the top of the mat and then slowly just walk your feet back up. Coming back into that forward fold, releasing the head, the neck, the shoulders. Maybe a little wiggle here. And then inhale, root to rise, coming all the way back up top. Gaze comes up towards the fingertips. This time, exhale, left arm down at the side, right arm reaches over, gaze comes down to the left. Putting up the right side body, inhale back up. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm reaches over to the right. Gaze comes down. Opening up the left side, inhale back up. Exhale, coming all the way forward, swan dive. Releasing the hands, the head, the neck, the shoulders. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Inhale, halfway up to look. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, step the left leg back this time. Releasing the left knee down, deciding what you're going to do with the left foot, making sure that the right knee and ankle are in line with one another. And if they're not, just fix it, walking the toes forward or whatever you need to do to fix it. Coming up onto the fingertips, lifting the heart center. And then inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Pulling the right hip crease back a bit, squeezing the legs towards the midline. Maybe the gaze comes up. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Left hand stays planted. Taking the right arm up towards the sky for an easy twist. Exhale, release. We're going to come into that half splits, runner's lunge. So we're going to roll back on the right heel, straightening into that right leg. I have my blocks on the highest setting. You don't even need, you might not need blocks. And some of you might be so flexible that you can bring your nose down towards your knee, but that's not where my body is at. I'm pulling my right hip crease back, really stretching my hamstring here. And then on your next exhale, rolling forward onto that foot, lifting up onto the ball of that left foot and just rocking to and fro. And then inhale, find some stillness. And on your next inhale, coming back to that high plank again, pushing the heels towards the back of the mat. 3 breaths here. And then exhale into downward dog. And doing what you need to do here in downward dog for your body to feel okay. So bending the knees as much as you need to, walking the dog. Maybe you want to twist the dog where you bend the right knee towards the left and then the left knee towards the right. It feels really, really good. And a big sigh. On your next inhale, take the gaze forward and walk the hands or the feet right behind the hands. Coming into that forward fold, bending the knees as generously as you need to. And then really dropping the hips down towards the mat. We're going to come into chair pose, Utkatasana. So we're going to come up, lifting the arms. If this is too much, you could bring the hands to prayer. So here, my knees are open and I'm pushing my knees open At the same time, I'm really engaging my quads, my glutes, tucking my tailbone under. One more breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, rain the fingers down at the sides. Let's take the shoulders up and back. Just noticing how the body's feeling. Perhaps starting to create a little bit of heat in the body. Taking the shoulders up and forward. So we're starting to create the energy moving here. And let's keep that going with 5 rounds of breath of joy. So taking the feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Now remember, this is a 4-part breath. 3 sips in and then a big exhale out. So it goes like this. And then just let it hang here. Bending the knees if you want to. Maybe shaking the head no, shaking the head yes. Maybe grabbing hold of opposite elbows. Releasing the hands. Inhale, coming up halfway to look. Lengthening from tail to crown. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, down through the heart center. Drop the arms to come up. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, halfway up to look. Exhale, release. Step it back to plank. Two more breaths. Softly lowering the knees down to the mat. So you can keep the blocks here if you have them, or you can remove them. We're going to step the right foot right behind the right hand and turn the right foot out at 90 degrees. And then we're going to, I'm going to just remove my blocks here. I'm going to keep the left hand planted, and it's the wrist and the shoulder in line. And then take the right arm up towards the sky. I think maybe sometimes my wrists are talking to me, so I take them around, take little circles, wiggle the fingers. Nice big inhale, reach, exhale, releasing it down. So let's tuck the left toes under, lift the back knee. If this is too much, you can stay down on the knee, and then let's take the arm up again. Exhale, releasing the right hand down. Okay, listen carefully. We're going to take the right foot back to plank, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, and plant the left foot and come up into a side plank. Left arm extends. Lift the hips up towards the sky. If you want more, you could stack your left foot on top of your right. You can take your palm towards the top of the mat and drop your bicep over your ear like a rainbow. Exhale, releasing left hand down. Keep the elbows tucked nice and tight. Lower all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Slide the hands back towards the top of the ribs. Keep the elbows tight. Inhale up for baby cobra. Exhale down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale down. One more round. Taking my blocks away. I'm going to bring my hands back towards my feet, palms face up. My forehead, third eye point is on the mat. And on an inhale, I'm going to lift my hands and lift my legs. My gaze is down at the mat. Exhale, releasing down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked nice and tight. Tuck the toes under. Inhale up onto the knees. Coming into a tabletop position with the knees underneath the hips and the wrists underneath the shoulders, and coming into a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale. Lifting the heart center and the tailbone, dropping the belly towards the mat. Exhale. Round and tuck. Two more. Back to neutral. Bring the left foot behind the left hand. Turn the left foot out at 90 degrees. The right hand stays planted. Inhale, left arm up towards the sky. Maybe the gaze comes up. If that's too much, the gaze can stay down. Exhale, releasing the left hand down, keeping the left foot where it is. You can keep the knee on the ground, or you could tuck the toes under and lift the back knee. And then inhale, taking the left arm up again. Really engaging that back leg, lifting the back of the knee up towards the sky, pushing the heel towards the back of the mat. Exhale, release the left hand down, step the left foot back, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, plant the right foot. If this is too much, you can keep the left knee down, and then take the right arm up towards the sky. So side plank, or your version of side plank. If you want more, you could stack your right foot on top of your left foot. Make sure that you're lifting the hips. You can turn your palm towards the top of the mat if you want more, and drop the arm over the ear. Breathing. On your next exhale, releasing the right hand down, elbows tucked nice and tight, lower all the way down to the mat. Slide the hands back towards the top of the ribs, release the tops of the feet, inhale up, cobra. Exhale down. Two more rounds. This time we're going to walk our hands out over our mat towards, away from our bodies, palms face down. The forehead is on the mat. And inhale, on your next inhale, lifting hands and feet. The gaze still stays down. So you really, if this is too much for the lower back, then you could release the feet or the arms and just try one or the other, or you can rest. Exhale, releasing down. Slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale back up onto the knees. Coming into that tabletop, so making any adjustments you need to. And maybe just taking your hips side to side. You could take your gaze over So if your hips are going to the left, your gaze over your right shoulder. Hips going to the right, take your gaze over your left shoulder. Kind of just play here for a moment. Moving organically, what feels right in your body. Coming back to that neutral tabletop. And we're going to extend the right arm out at shoulder height. Push into the top of the right foot. Extend the left leg out. Turn the left toes down towards the mat. And the leg is no higher than the hip, and the arm is no higher than the shoulder as you reach spinal balance. And then exhale, elbow to knee, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and tuck. One more round. Inhale, extend and hold. Release the right hand down. And then take the left leg over the right. So cross the midline. You're on the ball of the right foot. Take your gaze over the right shoulder. And then release the left knee back. Sit back on the heels. Slide the hands back towards the body. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale down through the heart center. Bringing the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers, and dropping the knuckles down towards the earth. So what you're doing here is opening up the shoulders, the heart center. Maybe the gaze comes up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you want to come into rabbit pose. But if you have high blood pressure or glaucoma, this pose is just not good for that. So I would caution you there. Otherwise, you could bring the top of the head, the crown of the head to the mat, and extend the interlaced fingers up towards the sky. Dropping the hands back down, slowly releasing the hands, just coming into child's pose for a few breaths. Inhale, bring the hands forward underneath the shoulders, lifting back up into that tabletop, making any movements that need to be made here. Whew. So we're going to go on to the other side. So we're going to extend the left arm out, shoulder height, and then extend the right leg out, hip height, pointing the right toes down towards the mat so that your hips are level. Notice what's happening here with the belly, with the heart center. So if they're really like drooping down, make sure that that right arm is straight. You engage your core. On an exhale, elbow to knee, round and tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round and tuck. One more. Inhale. Exhale, release the left hand down. Cross the right leg over towards the left. Take the gaze over the left shoulder. Nice big breath in, big breath out. And then release, bringing the right knee back. The center, walk the hands out a bit and start just making circles with your body. Bringing the hips towards the heels. So here, there's no right way to do this. It's just kind of moving what feels right to you. What feels good in your body. Breathing changing directions. Coming forward, dropping the hips down to the mat. So staying here, bringing the shoulders back, exhale back to child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, forward. So maybe lift the legs around the tops of the feet, coming into an upward dog. So the points of contact that I have now are my hands and my feet. And then bring the toes, tuck the toes under, exhale, downward dog. And again here, just taking a few moments, twisting the dog, walking the dog, doing whatever you want to do with your dog. To fix my shirt. Sorry about that. Inhale the left leg out behind you. 3-leg dog. And then we're going to open that dog up. So opening up the right hip. Speaking of dogs, there's one. And looking through the left armpit, dropping the left heel down towards the mat. Staying square in the shoulders. And then back, inhale back to 3-leg dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg out behind you. Open that hip up. So the heel comes towards the glute. You look through the right shoulder. You lift the left knee. You drop the right heel down. You square through the shoulders. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, down dog. Releasing back down to the knees. Sliding the hands back towards the body. Whew. And then shake out those wrists. Yeah. And maybe move the head side to side. Make some circles. Hi, Wolf. What's up? Whew. Yeah. All right. So we're going to just, swing the legs out in front. What are you doing, old lady? Hi. This is my old Wolf. She's 1 million years old. And she loves me so much. Hi, baby. Good girl. All right. So, little wolf distraction. Let's bring the feet out in front of us, at about hip width apart. The knees are up. We're going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. So you have to decide here about your wrists. So fingers towards the top of the mat, fingers out to the side, maybe fingers out towards the back. Everyone's different, and you really have to find what works for your body, because we're going to come up into a tabletop. So it's a lot of upper body strength, and you're going to inhale, lifting the hips. So you're trying to make your body parallel with the mat, pushing into your feet and your hands. Maybe you drop the head so that you're looking up towards the sky, not dropping it off the shoulders. Exhale, releasing down, and just let the knees come side to side. Maybe reach the arm as well and move the wrist around as you do that. My wrists are feeling a little tight today, this morning. Reach a little further on each side. Exhale, coming back to center. We're going to come into cobbler pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together as close to the groin as you can. If you need, you can use blocks for support. Have something to land on. You can hold on to your ankles. You can bring your thumbs to the ends, to the bottoms of your feet, and your fingers to the tops of your feet, and then you can open up your feet like a book. See what happened here with my knees. They're dropping down towards the mat a little bit more. Some people's knees are just, they have flexibility. They're going way down. Or you can just hold on to the ankles. So you want to think about opening up the heart here instead of scrunching forward like I was just doing. Nice proud pose. Make a nice big exhale. And then we're going to bring those feet out a little bit so that you're creating like a diamond shape here in the legs. And if you have a block, this is a really nice place to have a block. Just have it handy out in front of your toes. You're going to take the hands underneath the legs, around the ankles, and bring the hands on the tops of the feet like this. And so naturally coming forward, almost look like kind of like a spider or something, right? So this is where the block comes in handy because you could rest it on the tops of your feet here, and then bring your forehead to land. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. When you can do this, you could bring a pillow on your feet or a bolster. A blanket would work. Some of you might have the flexibility to just bring your head down to your feet without any support. And then coming up, just gently bringing the hands out, releasing the block. Whew. Use the hands to lift the knees. We're going to come into Navasana boat pose. So lifting the feet if that's possible. If not, you could just bring the toes to the mat. Otherwise, lifting the feet here. And you can see that I have bent knees here and my calves and shins are parallel with the mat. I'm holding the backs of my legs. This is one option. You can release the hands. Here's another option. If you want, you could straighten the legs. You could lift the arms. If you want a little bit of core work, you could bring a block and twist side to side. Releasing when you need to, coming back up, sitting in cross-legged Sukhasana. I'm just taking a moment here, just noticing how you're feeling. Maybe the neck wants to move. I mean, here's the thing, is that we need to listen to our bodies. So like my neck was just like, ah. So I'm like, okay, maybe moving you would feel good. Maybe rolling the shoulders feels good. So we're going to do a little twist here. I'm going to take inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right hand behind the right glute. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Roll the right shoulder back. And then take the gaze over the right. Inhale from tail to crown. So lengthen through the crown on your inhale. And on your exhale, maybe you could twist a little bit more. Exhale, releasing, coming back. Let's bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee and inhale, looking up. Exhale, dropping the chin, rounding the back. Inhale up. Exhale, dropping the chin, rounding the back. Coming back up. So you could stay here. You can bring your hands around your shoulders, or if your body's capable, you could come into eagle arms And maybe you have one bind, there's that first one, and maybe you have the second one where you bring the hands together, palm to palm. Then you lift the elbows, take the hands away from the face, and maybe just kind of see here, play here, see what that feels like. This nice shoulder opener. Exhale, releasing the hands, opening them nice and wide, palms forward. Exhale the hands down to the sides. Let's take the legs out nice and wide for a moment here. Maybe you walk your hands forward. I can't come very far, but I'm pulling my toes back. Maybe as I ease into this a little bit, come a little bit further forward. A wide-legged forward fold, seated forward fold. Maybe your legs could come wider. Maybe you hold on to the backs of the legs. You could bring a block out in front. There's no way my head is getting to that block, and that's okay. Take a nice big breath in here. Let it out. Walk the hands back to the body. Cross the opposite leg in front. It might feel a little strange at first because we're so habitual. We always, we do what's comfortable for us. So it's good to switch it up. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, left hand right behind the left glute. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Lengthen through the crown on the inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale back to center. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, dropping chin to chest. Rounding the back. One more time. Get it in. Coming back. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you stay here, hugging yourself. Maybe you release the arms into eagle arms, one bind or two. If you are in this second bind, you want to lift the elbows and take the hands away from the face. Staying connected with your conscious breath. Exhale, release, open the arms nice and wide. Bringing the shoulders on the back body. Release the hands down behind the shoulder, underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the legs, coming into Navasana. Maybe you could stay here for 3 breaths or 5 breaths. Your version of Navasana, whatever works for you. You can switch in and out of versions. And releasing the feet down and making your way all the way down onto your back. Bringing the knees into the chest, rolling side to side. Minnie is making an awesome face at me right now. Hi, Ben. I like to move my head too when I do this. That might work for you, it might not. Move my ankles. And then coming into a full body stretch, extending the arms up overhead, extending the legs out, pointing the toes. I'm letting go, releasing the feet, letting the feet just splay out. Slide the arms down at the side body like you're making a snow angel. Palms face up. And just taking 5 breaths here. gently. If you want, you could just stay here longer, or maybe your body's asking for something else from your practice today, a twist or a happy baby or anything, whatever your body's asking for, honoring your body. I'm going to close here. I'm going to bring my knees up, roll over onto one side, and just rest there for a moment. And then using my top hand, push myself up, coming into an easy seat one more time to close. If you want to stay in Shavasana to close, if you're going to continue practicing, please. I invite you to do what your body needs. Bringing the hands together at the heart center. Dropping the chin towards the chest, the head towards the hand, and taking this moment to think of one thing that you appreciate about you in this moment. And then whispering thank you to yourself. Thank you. And then thinking of one thing, person, place, thing, animal, food, or whatever it might be, element that you feel grateful for in this moment. Whispering thank you to whatever that is. Thank you. And then gently lifting the chin. Taking a breath in. Letting a big breath out. Coming back to that intention that you may have set, that word that you would like to carry with you for today. And then sealing that it's already done, and that's how it is going to be today. Today I am, whatever, fill in the blank. And then just bringing the thumbs up to the third eye point. May you be filled with light, with love, with peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And I hope that you have a peaceful day and that you feel grounded and ready to take on whatever you need to take on today.